Has letting go been hard for you? Let's talk about the fear of rejection and the fear of the unknown. Fear of rejection and the fear of unknown has a way of taking captive of our thoughts and our emotions. That alone causes us to fear letting go of what is known to us, which is the past. Let me explain. It is really hard to be rejected from an experience you have already experienced. Our past is something that we've already experienced, we already have knowledge of. We already came to a decision of how we perceived things to be, how we felt about it, how it affected us, and how it still affects us today. But the problem with that is we're putting more faith in the past that we have experienced than the present and the future you're experiencing or will experience. Because you cannot reject or be rejected from something that you're not willing to experience. See, you think that you're shielding yourself from the rejection, but really all you're doing is covering yourself with the rejection of the past. You begin to seek comfort from the facts in which you have perceived the experience. Now, I want to break down something to you. We all have a storyline that we are living by. It's either a toxic storyline or a healthy storyline. But within that storyline, our thoughts and our emotions are mixed in. What is happening is our brain has developed a storyline that we are living by. And like I said, it's either going to be produced from past experiences or it's going to be produced from a positive and healed mindset. When you are stuck in the past, every experience that you have will be in alignment with the storyline that you're telling yourself, because every experience is going to continue to justify and feed into the storyline that you've been telling yourself to continue it to be real. So a lot of times you will reference to, oh, that happened to me, this happened to me, I already know what that feels like, I already know what that thinks, so you're doing this to me again, this is happening again, just like it did before. You can tell that they're still living in the past, and everything that is happening to them right now is feeding into the storyline that they're still justified to live in that past and not let it go. Every experience that they have, every thought, every emotion that they have will be connected to the storyline that they're telling themselves. And that right there is dangerous. What they're doing is they feel like shielding themselves from the rejection and everything they know about their past, but really what they're doing is they're just covering themselves in the past to feel secure, because that's the storyline that they're living in. Everything is already true within that storyline because that storyline is the storyline that they're living in, even though it's not healthy. But to them, that's all that they have. That's all that they know. So they continuously feed into that storyline, and everything about their life is still the past in the present and continue on into the future. Now, someone with a healed mindset, what they would do is every experience, every thought, every emotion that they're experiencing will be in alignment with the new storyline, which is of healing and freedom. I'm going to do this with my life. I'm going to do that with my life in a positive sense. And every experience that they have is just like, see, I told you can do it, boosting you up. Positive self-talk, the increase of self-esteem, the increase of self-confidence. Everything that they're doing is saying that, see, I knew you can do it. You're doing this thing. You're doing this thing. You're setting your goals. You're achieving it. You see the difference in mindset? If you're living in the past, the storyline is going to be that which is of a victim. And if you're living in a healthy mindset, it's going to be that of which is of healing and freedom and deliverance. You're not the victim. All that to say, to experience something new, you have to do something different. We cannot continue to cover ourselves with the rejection and the old storyline of our past. We have to walk into deliverance and healing and freedom, live within the mindset of freedom, a healthy mindset, so we can produce healthy outcomes. We don't want to continue producing the same storyline within our lives. Everybody that we meet is the same storyline. Every year is the same storyline. But if you continue to seek comfort from the past, the experience that you already know, and continuously be afraid of whatever good can happen in your present and in your future, you will continuously just continue to flow backwards because that's what you feel comfortable in. Instead of seeking comfort from the facts of the past, seek comfort in the freedom, your present and your future. Yes, your past can define your present and your future if you continue to shield it with your past. But that doesn't have to be. But that's a decision that you're going to have to make. You're going to have to make the decision to let go of the past, let go of that victim mentality, storyline, and ask God for true healing and deliverance so you can walk in that which is new. You can walk in the freedom and the healing and the deliverance that He has for you. We do not have to surrender to the past because that's all that we know. We don't have to surrender to all the negative things that usually happen in our lives, saying, I knew that would happen, that always happened, that always happened. The reason why it's always happening is because you continue to shield yourself in it. You're continuing to live in it because you feel the most comfortable in it. It's time to be uncomfortable. It's time to move beyond the past and start experiencing the things which is new. Because God does not want us stuck in our past. We are losing a lot of blessings. We are losing a lot of peace because we are continuously putting our faith in what we have already experienced, then taking a chance for potential freedom and healing and peace and happiness. Let's not forfeit that anymore because we are simply afraid to let go of the past because we're afraid of rejection. Rejection is going to happen if it's going to happen, but don't tell yourself that the storyline that you continuously live in is more comfortable than you taking a chance to experience something new. Because let's face it, we don't know what the future holds. We know what the past held, but we don't know what the future holds. So let's grab hold to the future because only God knows. God knows exactly what we've been through, but He knows exactly who you are. He knows where He is taking you. So let's find comfort in knowing that God has designed for us the perfect ending. Let's step into the ending instead of continuously being at the beginning.